will help you with the whole process. So, but you must learn to take care of yourself also. So this is how they will help you with healing within yourself. Number 9 is, I have connected with my dragon. Now what? Talk, laugh, sing and learn. Your dragon guardian wants you to be all that you can be. You'll find books on the subjects and you're wanting to know more about it, and you'll feel different inside of yourself. You'll also see dragons as in paintings, statues, tattoos, and pictures everywhere. In fact, you'll be drawn to this more and more. If you happen to see a dragon statue in a shop or at the market, it's calling to you, so make sure that you take it home. If you don't work with the dragons, they will begin to fade away from you. They do not have to stay by your side, as I explained before, but they do want to. So make sure that you chat with them. Number 10, do dragons like music? They love music. There are dragons for every type of music, from heavy metal to classical, and you may even hear them dancing. And once you get used to their energies, one friend of mine says his dragon tap dances for him. They love the energy of music and will work with you to enhance your music ability also, and hand music to you from way out in the cosmos. A lot of you will find a new appreciation for music and awaken hidden talents inside of yourself. So there is so much to learn about the dragons. For the moment, this is all I'm going to share just for now. And you'll come across the necessary teachers and information that you need. But I'm going to do a little meditation with you guys right now on
Hua, hua. Hua, hua. Says the Christians want you to believe that they have killed dragon power, dragon energy. But this is not so. They have not and never will destroy magic or the wildly elusive, dragon. Okay. We got that before. Middle Ages. Okay. Remember I asked y'all the question in 5 about was there a dragon protecting a tree in the center of the earth? I asked y'all that. Was there a dragon? Because in this book, it's a legend. And guess what legend it comes from? Comes from the Naga. This is a Naga design of a dragon. Okay. Asiatics. Okay. Okay, let's read about the Nagas, right? That's the Hydra. Okay. It says in legends from India there was originally no conflict between the gods. You see the lowercase g. And the Nagas. You see the capital N. Or the serpent dragons. Okay. It says, as shown by the stories of Krishna and Vishnu, both of these gods, with a small g, had a fine working relationship with uh, Anata, right? Okay. It says King of the Serpent Dragons. In the Nagas, it says they greatly revered the Indian god Vishnu was Vishnu was on good terms with uh this king of the serpent gods. I mean of the serpent dragons. Of the serpent slash dragons, so they are dragons. Okay. It says the endless one. A great serpent with 11 heads. So an entity, the endless one. A great serpent with 11 heads. Vishnu slept on his back while the serpent guarded him. It says he is considered by the Hindus to be the symbol of the cosmic energy, which is vital for creation. 11-headed dragon. Okay. Says the one exception to this friendship between the Nagas and the gods was the slaying of I'm about to stutter. Excuse me. Varitra, right? Varitra, a great serpent who coiled around the navel of the earth, holding back the mountains. Indra killed him to create the world mountains, right? Says the Naga were known for their great magical powers and pearls of oh my goodness. Yeah, they did it. They went there. And since they go in there, I'm gonna have to go back. You see it. It says the Naga were known for their great magical powers and the pearls of great price that they carried in their foreheads. Okay, the Nagas, also patrons of the lake, the river, the rain, and the clouds, lived in wonderful palaces, often visited by the gods. Small G. Hijack. It says, but as well with all of the dragons in whatever form, the Nagas were capable of killing people and causing problems when annoyed. There are stories of their creating droughts, pestilence, and great suffering when humans broke their rules. Okay. Says sometimes the Nagas were pictured with serpent heads and human bodies. Okay, and what does that say? It said they were said to live at the top of Mount Meru, where they had a golden palace full of music, gems that fulfilled wishes, wonderful flowers, and beautiful companions. Okay, it says in the center of this garden, which once belonged to Vorana, stood a dragon guarded tree of life and resurrection, right? So, says the Naga possessed pearls of great price that they carried in their foreheads. So I wonder if this is the same Dracontias, right? This is what they have on Wikipedia, right? Really nothing, right? Really nothing, right? Really nothing, right? But we gonna go here. Cause you know what they talking about. You already know what they talking about. You already know what they talking about. Hua hua. Hua hua. I don't even gotta do that. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I go right to it. My bad, family. I'm gonna go right to it. I apologize. Okay. Passed right by it. As soon as I seen the Island of Rose, right? It says, come on now, come on now. Come on now, come on now. Come on now, come on now, come on now. Wow, wow. Okay, we're talking about this stone, right? Come on now, you're being difficult now. You're being difficult. You're being difficult. Hold on, y'all. It's right here. Give me 1 second. I just passed it. Hold on, fam. Here we go. Okay. Gorzano, who was the last Grand Master of the Order of St. John of Jerusalem, killed a dragon on the Island of Rhodes. It is unclear how he managed to extract the Dracontias before the dragon died. It is said that if the Dracontias was extracted after death, it would lose its power. It says this stone, about the size of an olive and beautifully colored, became a family heirloom. On several occasions, this Dracontias was put into water. The water was boiled and drunk as an antidote to poisons and disease, with complete recovery by the ill person, right? By the ill person. Okay? We talking about the Dracontias. We talking about the pineal gland of the dragon. And they're talking about the Nagas possessed a precious stone. They were what? It said what? They possessed the stone in their foreheads, right? They possess the stone in their foreheads, right? Oh no. Go up. I have to go back up. Yeah, y'all saw it. I'm gonna get back to it. About the dragon guide. I'm gonna get back to it. Here we go. It says the Naga were known for their great magical powers and the pearls of great price that they carried in their foreheads. The Nagas, also patrons of the lakes, the rivers, the rain, and the clouds, lived in wonderful palaces, often visited by the gods, the hijacks. But as with all dragons in whatever form, the Naga were capable of killing people. The Naga was capable of killing people and causing problems when they were annoyed. It says sometimes the Naga were pictured with serpent heads and human bodies. They were said to live on Mamaru, where they had a golden palaces full of music, gems that fulfilled wishes. Okay. Gems that fulfill wishes, pineal gland stone gems that is beautifully colored, that these people extracted from a mortally wounded dragon. Okay? Mortally wounded dragon, right? So now let's go back now. Before we go, we read about the dragons in India, right? We read about the Asiatic dragons. The Naga, okay, says generally speaking, Western dragons were different in difficult and physical structure from Eastern dragons. Most of them had 2 strong hind legs, 2 shorter forelegs, a thick body, and a long tail. Their wings was membranes, those of like a bat, and had long ribs and bones. It says their wide shaped heads were carried on long sinuous necks. It says Western dragons were fully armed with long claws and sharp teeth. Besides their fiery breath, they talked with humans by means of telepathically and were extremely cunning and wily, right? They spoke telepathically. They spoke to the humans telepathically. Okay. Africa said that they were so brilliant. The African dragons could fly, and their brilliantly colored scales shone brightly, and that some of them were so huge that they could be mistaken for hills when they lay asleep. Okay. Something else I wanted to read y'all about the dragons, but I gotta go up because it's in the Chinese part. This is, I believe, mythology, giants, dragons, and mythology, right? But it was okay. I'll let y'all read that. I'm not gonna read that. Okay, here we go. It says in Chinese medicine, the skin, the bones, the teeth, and the saliva were considered very valuable. It says powdered dragon bones was a magical cure-all. not all, but old medical textbook blah 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 blah. Medical textbooks are quick to point out that dragons periodically shed their skin and bones. Says old medical textbooks are quick to point out that, it did not say are quick to suggest. It says are quick to point out that dragons periodically shed their skin and bones like snakes do. Since the skins glowed in the dark, presumably they were easy to locate. Some of the bones were listed as slightly poisonous and could only be prepared in non-iron utensils. How bones could be shed is a blah 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 blah. Let's start over. How bones can be shed is a mystery unless it is not really bones, but something that looks like bone. The shedding and regrowing of teeth is known to occur among certain animals, reptiles, and amphibians. Okay, so they're having records that dragons shed their skin and their bones in old medical textbooks in China, right? Old medical textbooks in China. Old medical textbooks. Alright, check this out. It says the blood of the Oriental dragon was sometimes red, other times black. It says dragon experts said it changed into amber. Haha, let's start over. Hoo-wah, hoo-wah. Please pardon my stuttering. I know sometimes it can not be what you want to be listening to, and you might laugh and whatever. I'm laughing with you. I've been dealing with this for 32 years. Okay, but it don't matter how much my tongue get tied up or how fast my thoughts is going, and for my mouth to keep up with my mind, that's not gonna stop me, and that's not gonna deter me from reading to y'all. It could, but I'm not going to let that stop me. That's small. That's minute. That's not even important. It says the blood of the Oriental dragons was sometimes red, other times black. Dragon experts, did you know it was dragon experts? Said it changed into amber when it soaked into the ground. Wherever dragon blood fell, the ground became incapable of supporting any vegetation. Although the blood was considered to be dangerous and sometimes deadly in Oriental myth, European heroes bathed in it to create invulnerability, or drink it to become wise. Okay, it says this transformation of the blood into amber could well be an alchemical expression of the manifestation of magical powers and elemental energies into a desired physical result. Okay. It says this transformation of the blood into amber. So they're not saying that this is something that they speculate about this amber. It says this transformation of the blood into amber could well be an alchemical expression of the manifestations of magical power and elemental energies into a desired physical result. Okay. Okay. Something else I wanted to get up here. And this is actually still in the beginning of the book, y'all. So I really haven't got really that far within it. Okay. Okay, this is what I wanted. I believe this is what I wanted to read. Okay, it says Oriental dragons could change their form by intense concentration or when extremely angry. All dragons are said to have the ability to take on human form. All dragons are said to have the ability to take on human form. One can see reasons behind a draconic being passing as a human. Dragons are intensely curious about all things and may wish to directly experience human life from time to time. It is a possibility that while in such a form, a dragon could contact a human and establish a line of communication that could be continued after the dragon resumes its own form. Why did I read that to you? Why did I read that to you? All dragons are said to have the ability to take on human forms. Okay, one can see reasons behind the draconic being passing as human. What did that lady say about Michael and the dragon? That the dragon was a form of a reptilian. Okay, it wasn't from the dragon family, but it was a reptilian with wings, right? But that reptilian now has the title of draconic, right? Draconic, right? So the draconic bloodlines, and me and Sister Larissa, you know what I'm saying? We talked about it, and you know what I'm saying, when we was going back and forth from some comments on my videos, you know, and that just brings a lot of things into play. You know what I'm saying? That just brings a lot of other pieces that's sitting to the side where we didn't know where they go and how they fit. That's bringing it over here. You know what I'm saying? It could be just me, and I could just be, you know, like whatever, but I feel it's got something. It's got something. If they usurped us in heaven, you know what I'm saying? It came down. You know what I'm saying? Is that why the fight was for? Because the reptilians wanted the status of the dragon, that was in order, because he was a species of a dragon that was out of order. You know, that's just like the humans want to take the man spot. You know what I'm saying? The hybrid is trying to take the authentic spot. All dragons are said to have the ability to take on human form. One can see reasons behind a draconic being passing as a human. Dragons are intensely curious about all things and may wish to directly experience human life from time to time. It is a possibility that while in such a form, a dragon can contact a human and establish in a human form, in a man form, in you know what I'm saying, in a terra being form, a dragon can get that form, transform into that form, and a dragon can contact man can contact the Indios, the children of God, the children of the Most High, okay? The children of Adam, and establish a line of communication that can be continued after the dragon resumes its own form. Something else I wanted to read to y'all. Okay. I ain't gonna find. I'm just gonna go down. Excuse me. It says Oriental dragons did not figure in Chinese creation myths, only rarely. It says that only by accident did they come into conflict with the gods or the heroes. Was it by accident, or was it because these gods and these heroes, these fallen angels and they demigods and they children was crossing boundaries they ain't supposed to cross? It says they tended to their the dragons, the Drakons, they tended to their own business and kept a beneficial attitude towards humans, not man, but humans, okay, towards these hybrids. It says Oriental dragons had specific duties such as controlling the weather and keeping the land and animals fertile, as well as assignments to help humans learn certain civilized arts. It says although dragons parted, excuse me. I'll put it right where I'm at. I'm on although. It says although dragon parts were widely esteemed in Oriental medicine, these magical creatures were not hunted down as these creatures were not hunted down as were Western dragons. So the Oriental dragons wasn't hunted down and murdered and killed and stripped like the Western dragon. The Western dragon. I'm gonna read something else to y'all about these Western dragons. It's gonna trip your shit. Now, no, you see what I just read. It says these magical creatures were not hunted down as were Western dragons. So I'm gonna have to go back up. Let me find it. Okay, talking about the line of communication. Okay. Ain't it? Haha, okay. Chinese experts was said to be able to tell the age of Oriental dragons and their origins by their colors. Says yellow dragons were believed to be born from yellow gold 8,000 years ago. Blue dragons from blue gold 800 years ago. Red and white and black from gold of the same color 8,000 years ago. Okay. It says that two the Chinese dragons could be either male or female. They lay eggs in which some. Okay. Hua. Says to the Chinese. Okay. It says dragons could be either male or female. They lay eggs some of which do not hatch for 1,000 years. When a hatching did occur, it was known because of great meteor showers, violent thunderstorms, and great showers of hail. Okay? Great showers of hail. 1,000 years. Sometimes it would take for an egg to hatch. 1,000 years. 1,000 years, and I don't even think that's what I was looking for, because I wanted to touch base on that. From these eggs in China out the mountain that they saying is dragon eggs, and they saying they drop down every 30 years or so. They dropping down, but they ain't ready to be hatched yet. Said 1,000 years. So you gotta ask yourself. You gotta ask yourself. Is your dragon ready to be born, my nigga? Is your hatchling ready to? Is your dragon ready to be hatched? Is dragon ready to be hatched, or did it transform itself to a dragonfly? Come check you out. Did the dragon elders come check you out? Make sure you was a good candidate for them. Okay. Got dragon kings in India. In China. I was trying to find something, but it was so prevalent to what I wanted to touch base on y'all about. Touch bases on y'all with. I know y'all see it. Y'all see me scrolling. I'll let y'all read this. I'm not gonna read it, but I'll let y'all read it. Take the time out. Let y'all do some reading. Let y'all read about these dragon kings and stuff. Hua hua. It says the Long Wong or Dragon Kings resembled the Indian Nagas or sacred serpent. And they were the patrons of the same thing. Okay. Long Wong dragons. Long Wong. It says they had valuable pearls in their throats and lived in magnificent underwater palaces. Okay, underwater palaces. Pearls in their throat. Underwater palaces. Pearls in the forehead. Precious stones in the forehead. Precious gems. Okay. That's still on my mind. Is the ram horn blowing the shofar? Could that be a dragon horn? I'm not saying it is, but could it be? I don't know. But since I said it out loud and I said it to y'all, like the thoughts is not leaving me. Like I see somebody blowing a shofar, But being able to see that, yeah, it look like a ram's horn, but it's really a dragon's horn. But see, that's just what I see in my mind. I don't mean that I'm right, you know what I'm saying? But that's just what I'm seeing in my mind, why it's on my mind, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing, and that's why I'm questioning. Like I'm asking, I'm questioning it. Like, could the ram's horn, could the shofar be a dragon horn? Cause they call the dragon horn the ram's horn. They done said it a couple of times in this book. Let me go down for y'all. Y'all can get finished reading. Then we can tag team. You read a little bit. I read a little bit. Hua hua. All praises to hua hua. Okay. Read that to y'all already. Read that real quick about the lump on the top of the head. Oh, I know what I wanted to read to y'all. I'm glad it came back to me. I think it's down here though. Start talking about the Mayan dragons. I'll let y'all read this when it says in the Middle East. I'll give y'all a chance to read that.